Hey everyone. It is Elaine Lucardis, your business and career coach for women of all colors to create their own legacy. And doors for my Aligned Action Mastermind have opened. And speaking of women of color creating their own legacy, I have Nicole here, who is
Yeah.
part of this mastermind. Nicole, what do you do?
I'm a life coach for first and second generation immigrant women of color. Yeah. So I support them in moving past their survival beliefs and really embracing a thriving mindset so they can create the life they want.
And you just ended two incredible launches. Why don't you share some amazing results from that?
So I had two back-to-back launches, like literally one week and then another. And they both sold out. And so they were both five-figure launches.
And one of our Aligned Action Sisters and one of your client as well as mine, Cassandra, is watching right now. So hi, Cassandra. So can you describe to people, what challenges were you having in your business before deciding to take that leap of faith to work with me and be part of the mastermind?
For me, I was struggling a lot with, well, one, I was making less than $1,000 a month. So the getting that income felt like a struggle. And then also a lot of it was mindset and confidence for me. Like I was treating my business as a hobby, to be honest. And then I was also really struggling with confidence of launching programs and talking about my value as a coach.
So what was, some huge takeaways you've gotten being part of the mastermind and working with me to help you just have two amazing sold out launches with no ads, by the way?
Yep. No ads, all relationship building, which is really one of the biggest takeaways from this mastermind is really intentional relationship building, really coming from a place of service. And something that I learned and that you showed through example in the mastermind is serving the hell out of your current client.
Can you actually describe that? What do you mean by it?
So I think a lot of what we see in the coaching world is like prospecting and getting new clients. And what you really supported me in is that's great, that's part of it, but also the best way to grow your business is to serve your current clients the best you can. So being there for them, like delighting them, like going above and beyond. And because I was able to do that, 9 of my former clients enrolled in a new program. They referred me out to their friends. And so those launches felt a lot more, had more ease to it because a lot of it was supported by my current clients.
Yeah. And actually, can you describe to people, like, what are you so grateful for having me and the mastermind during these crazy times?
Oh man. I mean, I have cried on our call before. So we definitely get real in the program. But what's great, it's such a supportive environment that, yeah, we do go deep into business strategies and that supports our business. But, a lot of it is like working through what you're going through and how you're building your business and just being able to get feedback and support from you and the other women has been incredible for not just my business, but for my life.
Yeah. And I know you've worked with other coaches as well, but what have you enjoyed about me specifically being a coach to you and even seeing how I coach the other women in the mastermind?
Well, one, I love your energy, Elaine. Like you give it to us straight, which I really appreciate. Like we don't waste time, we don't beat around the bush, and while you like challenge us, you also make sure that it's aligned with how we operate and what feels good for us, so that it doesn't feel like I'm just taking strategies and trying to make it work in my business. You really are there to support me in making it fit what feels good for me.
And I do want to let other people know, and I always make fun of Nicole for it, and I warned her before this live, is she was so hesitant in joining.
Yeah.
We had like 5 sales calls. Even my own coach was like, there's this amazing woman, Nicole, I know she'd be a good fit. They're like, just leave her. I'm like, no, I know she'd be a good fit. And this was last year. And actually, you know, it's crazy times. And I would love for you to share, like, what were your concerns? What were your fears about joining? And how did you overcome it?
Yeah. And I appreciate all the sales calls. I definitely needed a lot of nurturing. For me, and it's from my background and growing up, as an immigrant descendant, a lot of it was scarcity, the scarcity mindset of like, oh gosh, this is an investment. The fears of, am I really going to get results out of it? And then also just struggling with leveling up. Like I knew if I invested in this mastermind, I could not treat my business like a hobby anymore. Like this was a commitment to me and my business and what I wanted to create. And so I'm really grateful that you supported me through that and you saw through the fear. And I mean, investing in this program has totally shifted my business for the better. And it's so great having that support as I level up so that it's not as scary as it would have been doing it by myself. Yeah.
What advice would you have to people that might be on the fence? And just so you know, like I'll get on a call, make sure that it's aligned to you. So, but obviously they're hearing it from me. They want to hear from someone that's been on your shoes. You're like, I don't know if I'm going to get these crazy results that I've seen Elaine's clients do. So what advice would you have for them?
The part of me was like, oh, I see all these results, but what if I'm the outlier? What if I am like not one of the ones that gets the results? And what I would say is, this is such a supportive environment that will support you in, like if you want to make an impact and create a legacy, like one of your top values, Elaine, like this is a great container for that. Like being surrounded by the other women who are going through the same stuff, who are struggling with the same things, but then also have incredible insight has really supported me as I grow my business in a way that feels good for me. And that really feels like I'm coming from a place of service. And so if you're on the fence, of course, I would say just go for it. But yeah.
I think one of the hugest wins you gave me, I mean, this is before all this has happened, was when you and I were doing a one-to-one. And just so you guys know, it's a 6-month container. There's bi-weekly coaching calls, it's group calls, and then you get 6 30-minute one-to-ones. And in one of our one-to-ones, you're like, Elaine, like I'm making the consistent money where me and my husband are considering like starting a family now. And that just teared me up. So, but Nicole, it's been such a pleasure. You've been in the mastermind for like only 5 months?
Yeah, since January. Yeah.
And you've made more money this past year than all of 2019 combined.
I've actually doubled my 2019 income.
You did not share that with me, by the way.
I just did the numbers. Yeah.
And how would you say mastermind and working with me has helped you with that?
You push me because a lot of it is helping me through my fear. And you really help me see the value in what I bring to my clients and my business. And it's great. It's so great to have someone believe in my vision, even sometimes more than I believe in it, so that I can take action that I wouldn't have normally. And that has, the results speak for itself. Like I'm so appreciative for you, Elaine, and for this mastermind.
Yeah. And I know we're talking all about money, but I have to ask this final question. What is the legacy you want to create and why?
Ooh, I'm going to cry now. I really want to help like women of color who are immigrants or their parents are immigrants who are feeling like who have always lived their lives for someone else or for someone else's expectations. And I really want to support them in feeling like they can create whatever future they want. And that is totally okay to be fully themselves, unapologetically. And in working with you, Elaine, it's been an example of what's possible.
Thank you for making me cry. And you're doing it. It's not like I want to. Like, she is absolutely doing it. And Nicole, I don't mind. Like, I'd love for you. Like, how can people follow you? I know we are talking about the mastermind, but I just think all my aligned action mastermind clients are doing such incredible work. So how can people find you?
You can follow me on Instagram at Nicole Cruz Coaching, or my website is NicoleCruzCoaching.com.
Oh, thank you, Nicole. But
thanks, Elaine.
Such a gift. All right. So if you guys want to apply, send me a message. We'll see if it's a good fit. And if not, I'll refer you to other resources and people. But I'd love for you to be like a legacy maker, just like Nicole. All right. Bye, everyone.